Welcome to the Deliciously Divine Kitchen, and today we're going to make another very tasty and simple recipe, and today it's chickpea and coriander patties. So as you can imagine, the main ingredients being the chickpeas or garbanzo beans, okay, and the recipe calls for 1 pound of the chickpeas. So you can buy them if you really want to be healthy. You can buy them in a packet and soak them overnight and then cook them the next day, either in your pressure cooker or on top of your stove top. That takes a little longer. Or if you want to do something quickly and you haven't thought about it the night before, then you can use a tin of chickpeas. And this is a large tin, 29 ounces in size. So there we have the chickpeas being the main ingredients, and then we have the various spices. So the spices involved, this is cumin seeds, but what we need is to grind it for this recipe. So if you have a little coffee grinder, you can grind your spices in that. And you can buy these spices quite readily from any general store, grocery store, or you can go to an Indian store and purchase them, either or stock them. So cumin seeds, cumin ground, coriander seeds ground, and chili pepper, okay? And we have salt and pepper to taste. So this is totally personal. However much salt and pepper you like, or you feel a little or more, then you add accordingly. You know your own taste. So we also need some olive oil, and the olive oil is actually 1 tablespoonful, which we add to the chickpeas whilst we're grinding it to make it easy to grind in the food processor. So also we have fresh herbs here, and it is coriander, and this is coriander as you will find it in the store, okay, fresh coriander. And we chop that and then it looks like this. And then also curly parsley, and curly parsley chopped. So those are the two, and the quantities that we need for that is 1 tablespoonful of curly parsley, and we need 2 teaspoonfuls of the coriander. And also the other ingredient to bind it is just plain flour. So we need 2 tablespoonfuls of plain flour, and we add that in at the very end. So let's start by grinding the chickpeas. So let's put them in the processor. So we put the beans into the processor. Then we add our 2 tablespoonfuls of olive oil. So that is the next thing that goes in. And then we switch it on, and as you can see, this is up quite easily. The next item we add, it says mix in the spices, coriander leaves and parsley. So here we go. So what we add in is the ground spices, okay? So we also have to let it stand for 15 minutes, but we've actually now mixed the spices and the chickpeas, and we're going to put it into a larger bowl, and then we will mix in the fresh herbs, the coriander and the curly parsley, and also the flour. Add the curly parsley. And this is the coriander. Blend it in well. Mix it into the mixture. And then we also add the flour. So in goes the flour. Mix it together. So now what we will do, we will just let this stand. Oh well. Give it an extra little press. Here we go. So here we go. We've let it stand for 15 minutes. Now what we do, we make about 12 golf size balls. So when we're ready to fry them, then we just flatten them in the hand like that, and you'll have your patty. Okay, so let's make the balls first of all. Actually, a very clever way is to divide it in 4 and make 3 balls out of each quarter. Then you know that you're going to get your quota of 12 balls. Okay, otherwise we might have some small ones at the end. But so let's do the balls first of all. Okay. All right. So this is what we do. Okay, so we've come to the cooktop again, and we have the heat on high at the moment, and we only need the smallest amount of oil actually to fry these. As you can see, it's not very much at all. You just coat the bottom of the pan and cover it there, and then we put the patties in. Let's put them in, and we will actually cook 2 at a time at the moment. Let's see, you can put 3 or 4, but we'll do 2 at the moment. So we just put them in, and the chickpeas are already cooked because we've pre-boiled them, remember. If we're doing the fresh chickpeas, we've soaked them overnight and cooked them. If we use them from the tin, they're also cooked. So the other ingredients being the spices and the herbs, and we've mixed it all together. So all we need to do now in this pan is just to brown them. We'll turn them back over once more and they'll be completed. So as you can see, it's a very simple, easy recipe, especially if you use the tinned chickpeas. Thank you for watching Deliciously Divine Kitchen. Om Shanti.